Have you ever imagined of playing on the biggest stage of your life? Have you ever felt the pressure of a must-win game? Today you will meet someone who has been through it all as he tells us about his experience playing in the Babe Ruth World Series and his hobby of shooting and editing videos. The Communications Department at Norwood Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now joining our host, Christopher Casagrande, the next new directors.
Thank you for joining us today for today's edition of The New Directors. All the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you're about to meet are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. This program will give them a chance to talk about themselves, productions they are planning, and give you a chance to get to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Our guest today is an NCC student in the film and TV production course and will share with us his experiences from playing on his baseball team as he had the privilege to play in the Babe Ruth World Series when he was younger, and talk about his work he's done in TV One. We would like you to meet today's guest, Stephen Gagliardo.
Thanks for having me.
So I heard that you had the privilege of playing in the Babe Ruth World Series. Would you mind telling us about that experience and what it was like?
Yes, it was one of probably the best summers I've had in my life. When I was 14 years old, me and my baseball team, we won the state championship, regional championship, then went on to the World Series, which was in Glen Allen, Virginia. And here I have some pictures here of the stadium and what it was like in Virginia. Me and my baseball team stayed with host families throughout what was probably a week and a half. We got to play about 6 games, and this stadium that you see, it's almost like a minor league stadium. It was amazing. They had these huge food courts. Hundreds of people came there every night from the town they had. Teams from all over the country were there. We played teams like a team from Oregon, Florida, Texas, even one from California, and meeting all those people were really neat and cool. Probably the biggest stage was probably our last game. It was a night game. It was probably the longest game. It was a 14-inning game, which is 7 extra innings, so we only play 7 innings to begin with. So that was really fun. Having a video, I wasn't able to bring it in, but it was one of the best moments that we had, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 14th to win the game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Cool. Could you tell us about why you decided to take the TV production courses?
I decided to take the TV production courses because I was always interested in the TV production side of it. You know, I love watching TV. It was always interesting to see how they do it, like live sports events, how they switch between cameras, and always know what they're doing. So finally decided to take a TV production course and know what it's like.
Cool. What are some of the most useful things you learned in the course?
Well, we learned how to operate video cameras along with learning basic elements such as composition and creating sequences. We also learned Avid editing, which is very exciting. Electronic video effects were really neat to learn, which was focused on superimposition, keying, and wiping. We then learned the live TV production side of it and really learned what a team effort it is to work in it.
Could you please tell us about some of the projects you've done in this course?
Yeah, sure. First project was our fall foliage project, which we learned how to zoom in, zoom out. Here you see just a bunch of pictures, how to find places with good woods, fall foliage. Needed a lot of leaves with the colors. Learned how to do zoom in, zoom outs, and dissolve, and the poor man dissolves. Next here is one of the, we did for the orange practice, which was practice for our future orange project that we have to do. And basically we just practiced writing a storyboard and creating shot sheets for what we were going to do for our real orange project. And here is good just to practice editing what we have to do for a future orange project. Now here's one of our first projects that we did. It was the practice sequence. It was the very first time we started using the cameras, and we had to create a storyboard, just creating a simple act. Here I just did somebody sitting down and putting their headphones in and listening to their iPod.
Very cool.
And last year is my actual orange project. This is raw footage. It hasn't been edited yet, but here basically learning the concept, trying to create an orange project where we had to find an orange and then somehow make the orange disappear. So this is just some raw footage of what the beginning of my video is probably going to look like.
Awesome. You look great. Tell us about your best project.
My best project would have to be my fall project. I did one of my probably the best editing. It wasn't that hard to edit though. It was really fun watching it and seeing how it came out because I had to travel just to find woods and just go to parks. Like went to Cranberry Park, went to some parks in New Canaan, and just driving around trying to find places, just random places in Norwalk pretty much, just to try and find good shots. So here's more. This is about a minute of my project.
Awesome. You mentioned the variety of things you've learned in this course. What's the most interesting and important skill you've learned, and how will you put it to use?
A lot of it was just editing. I never edited before. This is something that I just tried to pick up, and it's something that I enjoyed. So hopefully I can take it to TV too and do more live production TV courses like this and really try and go from there and maybe go to TV4 someday and graduate and work in TV maybe.
Cool. Best of luck to you. Today we got to meet someone who shared with us his experiences from traveling with his baseball team as they had a summer that they will never forget. We would like to thank Stephen for joining us today. Thank you, Stephen.
Thanks for having me.
We hope you enjoyed meeting him as much as we did, and hope you will continue to join us each week and watch our progress. Thank you, and have a good day.
The New Directors, with your host Christopher Casagrande, directed by James Doris. I'm your announcer, Minnie Godfrey. The New Directors is a Newark Community College student production.